talking to Charisma, talking to a couple players about the importance of that some people put on pro sports and pro teams, and it's amazing what a pro team can do for one's mental health. For those 3 hours on Sundays, that might be some people's only escape from what they're dealing with at home or at the office or in school. And to kind of toss it aside and to downplay the role that sports can have on people, it's kind of a selfish reaction to it. I had a player in here yesterday that she's a senior in high school, and she said that the Bills game on Sunday night might have been the last time that group of friends are together watching a Bills playoff game because they're all going to separate schools. So that just shows you how that could be one of the last times we experience that. We all have older, grandparents that every Sunday we get together for, you get together for an NFL game, and it's a long off season, and who knows what could happen to our loved ones over the next 6-7 months. So we have to cherish those times together, and it's okay to cherish those times together. But there's a club nearby that a player went to the wild card game, and they got in trouble for it. They got in trouble because it just so happened that they had training that night. And I think it's the most selfish thing when our coaches put so much pressure on these families and ask them to sacrifice so much, when in reality, they would turn around and replace you in 3 minutes if somebody better came along. So these families give so much power to these youth soccer coaches that we forget that this is a freaking sport. This is youth sports, guys. We have coaches at other clubs that are forcing players to basically train with them outside of their team training. Why are you forcing me to pay extra money for extra training at your club when you're already my coach? Is it because you get more playing time? Is it because you get more, you'll get a kickback in playing the position you want? Oh, you'll get a better rapport with a college coach that he might know? It's ridiculous. And I feel sorry for these families that are put in positions that they don't want to be in. And it goes with, playing multiple sports too. There's a tweet earlier this week about how many of these quarterbacks that are in the playoffs played multiple sports. All of them played 3 sports in high school. All of them. And I know soccer is different. I know that not playing multiple sports isn't what we preach in soccer, because you have to be a full-time soccer player. You cannot play other sports. But we're not developing athletes. We're just developing soccer players. And all of a sudden, these kids that are sacrificing so much, they can't play other sports. You're not allowed to go to a NFL playoff game. You have practice on Saturday nights at 8 p.m. And you wonder why our dropout rate is so high. I forget who I was talking to, but they're talking about how many school dances they missed, how many parties they've missed, how many dates they've missed, how many family birthday parties. That's one of my reasons why I love doing what I'm doing and not coaching for a club anymore, because I hated being on a soccer field in Ohio on Mother's Day instead of being with my mom. Youth soccer really needs to take a look at themselves, and youth soccer coaches really need to take a look at themselves and realize, guys, what are we doing? What are we doing?